A very good day to all. I, Dr. Rizwana Begum, would like to discuss the subject Strategic Human Resource Management. In this session, would like to discuss about the duties and responsibilities of human resource managers in the organization. Let's see what are the duties of human resource manager in the organization. Human resource manager correlates and plans to make the best use of the employees' talents and skills. HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳು ಏನು? ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಆಗಿ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್. He looks at employees' talents and skills, what talents and skills they have, and he plans and see to it that the employees are best suited for a particular job. He makes the best use of the employees' talents and skills. ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ರೋಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಜಾಬ್ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ sees to it. Next, he administer the work of support staff and specialists of their team. That is, here human resource manager administered work of support staff, how the organization has to work, how the employees have to work in the organization. He gives directions to the support staff who are working in the organization. Next, he builds relationship between employee and organization management. As we have seen, he is a mediator he plays the role of a mediator between management and employees. He builds a smooth relationship between employee and ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ನಡುವಣ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಬೆಸೆಯುವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟರ್ in between employees and the management. Another duty of human resource manager is to guide in helping his team in recruiting and hiring employee workforce. ಮೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, he ಗೈಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಟೀಮ್ ಟು ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸನ್ನು ಜಾಬಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. he gives guidance to the team which is working on it. Other duties are he moderates and acts on employee benefit programs. ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಲಾಭದಾಯಕವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ he acts on those employee benefit programs. Then avoiding and solving different types of conflicts arising in an organization. As far as possible, human resource manager avoids conflicts which are arising in the organization. It may be between employees and management, between the departments, maybe it is inside the department, or between the employees, between the teams. As far as possible, he avoids that, and if any conflict arises, he sees to it that he solves in his level. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗಳು, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು HR ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಆಗದಂತೆ ಕ್ರಮ ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಉದ್ಭವವಾದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರಿಹರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್. Here what happens is, what is the duty of human resource HR manager is that he should consult with different department managers in the variety of issues. As we know, on the organization there are various departments like production, sales, marketing, so it's all like they have to coordinate with all the departments. Human resource department also have to coordinate with other departments to achieve organizational goals. So what is the duty of HR manager? He has to consult with department manager over some of the important organizational issues, while maybe taking many of the decisions, maybe hiring the employees or downsizing the employees, whichever. Most of the decisions are taken in consultation with other department ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಇಶ್ಯೂಗಳು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್. ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸಲಹೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಕರ್ತವ್ಯವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಸಿ the responsibilities of HR manager, there are some duties to HR manager, there are some responsibilities assigned to HR manager. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ದು HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್. ಅವರ ಹೆಗಲ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ what are the responsibilities of HR manager. First and major one is handling recruitment process. That is one of the common role and responsibility of HR manager, that he is the person who monitors the recruitment process of the company. ಯಾವುದೇ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ, ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಮೇಜರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಲೈಸ್ ವಿತ್ HR manager of the company. If there is a small company, small scale company, HR manager himself looks after that. If it is large scale company, there will be team assigned to him where he just monitors this recruitment process. So if we just see, it is a major responsibility of HR manager to handle the recruitment process. Then organization structure and planning. Here the responsibility of HR manager lies in building the organizational structure. How HR manager can build organization structure and planning. HR manager ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್, ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ one of the major divisions of the company, that is HR department. So any planning which happens in any other department, like if they want to change the decisions of capacity planning, or they want to expand the production, if they, for example, if they just want to increase the production capacity, it directly impacts it directly impacts the HR department. Because why because they have to HR manager has to see that if the production capacity can be increased, whether there is a requirement of labor in that section. So this is like one circle where all the departments are interrelated and it should be coordinated among themselves. So here HR manager helps in planning the organization structure, or planning the organizational activities and planning the organization structure. So he is a person who sees where the employees have to be recruited, where the job is created, where can it be combined, or uh, there should maybe there should be downsizing, or there should be more recruitment taking place in the organization. So he helps in creating a efficient organization structure. Another responsibility of HR manager is to build HR policies and maintain them. That is, the organization in the organization, HR manager has to build HR policies and to see to it that to infuse the government's HR policies in their organization's HR policy, and keep revising policies for the better performance of employees. Here, if you see any organization, there is a HR policy which is framed by the organization, and here major responsibility lies with human resource manager. He builds the HR policy. When he builds HR policy of the organization, he should adhere to the government's rules and regulations, where they mention the organization HR policy should be like this, should follow these guidelines. So organization's HR policy has to follow government's HR policy, respective government's HR policy. So this is the responsibility of HR manager of the organization. Then not only building the HR policies, it's not like once you build the HR policies of the organization and you just keep it aside. No, the HR manager has to keep revising policies and see to it that any amendments taking place in the HR policies or any modifications should be needed, should be required, or to see to it that their organization objectives are achieved, or for the better performance of employees. You cannot make one HR policy and you can keep it for long term, maybe 10 to 20 years, without even touching that, or without even changing any conditions in that, because we know that organizations and world is so dynamic, so changing every day, that organizations HR policies also have to adapt to these changes, and HR manager has to revise this time to time. And responsibility of HR manager comes with regard to rewards and recognition also. Rewards and recognition to employees. It's a human resource manager's key task to recognize their employees and reward them for their performance and contribution to the organization. Here, HR manager is a person who is looking after the entire team of HR, human resources in the organization. So he is the best person to recognize the employees, to identify those employees who are performing well, who are giving more contribution to the organization. So when you recognize efficient employee, when you recognize those employees, and any type of recognition, any type of rewards when you give, maybe in the monetary forms or maybe in any other forms, when you recognize an employee, it boosts the morale of the organization's employees, and they strive more for success of the organization, strive more for their performance, the betterment of performance, and in turn it um, results in success of organization. ಇಲ್ಲಿ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಹತ್ತಿರದಿಂದ ನೋಡುವುದು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಈ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಹುಮಾನದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾಡುವುದು HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. One the responsibility of HR manager is to carry out employee developmental programs. So once the hiring process is done, the HR manager or HR department will take care of their training process. What happens in the organization once the hiring takes place? Once you take the employees to the organization, it's the responsibility of human resource manager to see that the employees who have been recruited in the organization should possess necessary skills to perform those jobs. So for this, they conduct training and developmental activities in the organization. So it is the responsibility of human resource manager. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಪಾತ್ರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿರುವಂತಹ ತರಬೇತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸುವುದು, ಇದು HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸನ್ನು ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಜಾಬನ್ನು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ತರಬೇತಿ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ತರಬೇತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗುವಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸುವುದು HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ. To sum up this session, and we have seen in this session there are various duties and responsibilities of human resource manager, and in the previous sessions also we have seen role of human resource manager, and it's like role, duties and responsibilities of human resource managers are like overlapping, because he is the person who acts in different roles. To sum up, we can tell that the HR manager's duty is to make the best use of employees' talents and skills, and the HR team handles different elements in the company. They are like handling all the elements, most of the elements which are present in the company or organization. And as I already said, as a manager of an important division of an organization, the responsibilities are usually many, not only which has been specified here in this session. There are many responsibilities which lies with the HR manager, and also hold great importance in a company, because HR manager, uh, as duties are there, the responsibilities or the roles, we cannot make a boundary to it and tell that, yeah, this is the role, this is the duty, and this is we can just generally tell that these are the roles, duties and responsibilities of the HR manager. But he is more than that in the organization. He holds a very important role in the organization. There is no boundary uh, to be given to HR team or HR manager of the company. Why? Because he should be well versed with the organization's micro and macro environmental factors. He should be well versed with all the things which are happening in and around the organization. He should adhere to that. He should adapt to those things, and he should see to it that it is implemented inside the organization. And employees are like backbone of the organization. He has to give uh, suggestions, guidance, training and development programs, so as to see that these employees perform well in their respective jobs, and in turn it leads to the success of organization in both short term and long term period of time. Hope this session is useful to you. Thank you for patient listening. Have a nice day. Thank you.